microphone gets you everything.
Mine just works.
Hello, everybody. Unfortunately, I have some issues, and I still have some issues, apparently, with Wirecast and my screen and everything else. I don't know why now it's not.
Yes.
It's not going screen. But anyway,
for God's sake.
We'll get there. So we are on the air finally, and I'd like to thank all of you for joining us. I would like to start the show off because...
Just 2 people left.
I got
no, it's us 3.
I know. What happened, man? Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, everybody can hear you, but hang on. I'm starting the show off because I would like to say for this show, for a long time, I've been wanting to go visit the Wood Brothers Museum.
Dude, we're talking about that later.
Hang on, Chuck. Hang on. Just give me a second. And I would like to say that going up there has been a dream of mine, but when I got there, I got to meet someone who is a living legend.
I was going to go over all that, but okay.
Living legend himself, and my brother from another mother. I was lucky to meet the man himself, the legend, the one and only Chuck Nevis. Anyway, Chuck.
Well, that takes care of that. I had a whole lead into that whole thing, but okay.
You still have the lead in.
We've had some technical problems.
We had some major technical problems.
Yeah. I hope everyone else comes back because we lost a bunch of people who are waiting. Oh well. Wirecast screws us up. My money was not spent well.
Yeah, do another post wherever they come from.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Chuck and Lisa show. We're not going to let that crap get us down because we had far too much fun. This week's been a good one. Start by telling everybody where we're at, Dersh. I'll zoom through the rest. So you can find me. I'm at Chuck Nellison all over the internet, except for
Twitter.
Except for Twitter, and on Getter, I'm Real Chuck Nellis, and on Tumblr, I'm Chuck Nellis Jr. Other than that, you can find me. We're gonna have some. We had so much fun. I was so amped up to get going off the mark, and we got slowed down, but we'll do it. We're glad that you joined us. Say hi, Lisa. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
How are you,
Lisa?
I'm good. I'm a little stuffy because it's cold in here.
Yeah. I use that Navage.
I can't really do that right now because I'm doing a show.
That would be fun to watch on the air, though.
No, it wouldn't.
No?
It's like an electric neti pot.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good to me. I think we can walk that.
Yeah. Everybody wants to watch the shit go up my nose and out the other side, right?
I do. That would be exciting. 10 minutes of the show.
Ugh. Sometimes I feel like I'm drowning.
Lisa, where can we find you, hon?
I am on Twitter. I am on Facebook. I am on Etsy. Vintage Velma Finds. Go buy some stuff for Christmas. It's still on today. Until tomorrow, maybe.
Support your local businessman.
Yeah, I think my stuff's still until tomorrow. So go buy something. And I'm on Consignment Connection in Burlington, exit 143. And I'm right here. Mm-hmm. But I'm not in the wee chat room.
Yeah, that. Yep. And Mr. Dershi, where can we find you, or do you care?
Last week he was making earthquakes in North Carolina.
Nobody cares.
Yes.
Nobody cares. We've figured that out. So, but I'm here. I'm here, and I'm there,
and everywhere.
And I'm everywhere. No, really. At Dersh, at those major sites that you can see, and actually. I haven't been to Cloud Hub, I think, probably in a week, Chuck.
No?
Probably not missing anything.
I'm there all the time, and it's pretty busy. I mean, it's not as busy as a couple of websites, but it does pretty well.
I'd say 95. I get probably 50 new followers a week, and 95% of them are Hobots.
Yeah, Hobots happen, unfortunately. They're a common affliction everywhere.
Hobots happen, dude. Yeah.
I've got one site that it's like that, and it just drives me up the wall. On CloutHub, I don't. You know how they have friending people instead of just following people too?
Yeah.
I never friend anybody because everybody that friends you is a Hobot.
Yeah.
Anywho, guess what happened in history today? I'm going to tell you. In 1993, the Brady Bill was introduced into law, establishing a 5-day waiting period for handgun sales.
Yeah, that helped.
1872, first ever international football match takes place between Scotland and England.
The real football.
Real football.
Yeah.
La Playa de Football.
Real football.
Yeah, exactly.
Football is life.
Well, no. No. Okay. 1940, Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz are married.
Woo-hoo.
That was over 80 years ago. That's crazy.
1991,
first championship of women's soccer takes place. The U.S. defeats Norway 2-1. Who was on that? Was she on
81?
91.
91.
Was your buddy on the team?
Who? Cindy? No.
No?
No, she was younger.
Oh, okay.
But I bet Mia Hamm probably
That's
was.
what I was thinking. Mia Hamm was on there.
Mia was, and yeah.
No, Cindy wasn't yet.
Yeah. And in 2004, longtime Jeopardy champion Ken Jennings finally loses. He finishes with the largest game show winnings of all time with $2,520,700.
Did that latest guy beat his record?
No.
Or no? Short?
He was short of that record, but he had the most money per round.
Per game.
And then nobody will ever touch his money per round. He had an average winnings of about $45,000.
James, yeah.
James,
very high.
That dude was incredible. I mean, I think
weird, but they're all a little weird.
Him and
you've got to be a little weird.
I'm a little weird.
You're that smart.
Who was the gambler?
That was James.
That was James.
He's a professional.
Yeah, no, there's a guy that was after him that was just gotten beat recently.
Modio, the gambler. He's a computer science PhD or something like that.
And this newest person, Amy, plays just like James.
She's really smart.
Yep. Let's see, birthdays. 1667, Jonathan Swift, Gulliver's Travels author. Samuel Clemens, otherwise known as Mark Twain, 1835. 1874, Winston Churchill. 1929, Dick Clark. 1962, Bo Jackson. 1965, Ben Stiller. 1978, Clay Aiken. In 1982, Alicia Cuthbert, whoever she is.
She's some actress, I think.
I don't know her.
And then nobody was born after that?
What was that?
Alicia Cuthbert.
Alicia Cuthbert.
Yeah, she is an actress, yeah.
I never heard of her.
She's probably hot. You probably don't know what her name is.
She's probably a twig if she's a Hollywooder. You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Stick figure.
Yeah.
Doesn't
a lollipop?
Lollipop. Right, exactly. So, do you guys have a good good Halloween? Good
Thanksgiving, yeah.
Halloween, whatever. They're all the same. They all run together.
Yeah.
You never know which one's what.
We had turkey, and it was yummy.
We had turkey.
Oh, we had a great weekend.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. Did you spend time with the kids and all?
Yeah, we had everybody. So all my grandkids, all my kids, my parents, 2 nieces were all here for Thanksgiving.
That's very nice.
Then my brother came this weekend, and he was here, so my mom cooked a whole nother meal.
Nice.
So
nice.
we had a second Thanksgiving on Sunday. We had the second Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Very nice.
Man,
I only had to cook turkey. That was it.
Yeah, so
the
first actual Thanksgiving dinner we had, like I said, my wife and I, my ex-wife was there, her husband was there, my 3 kids, our 5 grandkids, my kids' stepsister and her girlfriend were there.
That's cool.
It was a gigantic Thanksgiving party.
Did everybody wear a name tag?
Yeah,
sometimes you need them.
Fortunately, we know everybody, but yeah, sometimes you do need them.
No.
I think they should do that anyway. Then you don't have to pretend like you know who somebody is.
Well, we knew everybody at your.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you know. Well, I would hope so.
I would hope. Yeah, so we spent with our daughter, Lisa's daughter, which was great.
It's the one that just got engaged. Well, the only one I got.
She just got engaged.
Yeah, my son got engaged too.
And we made my ex show up at the same time as everybody else, so we all ate at the same time instead of eating at 2 different times like they always do every year, which is rude.
Some people just have difficulties.
Yeah.
Well, it's rude.
Well,
you know, just be like, dinner's at 4 o'clock. Show up if you want to eat and behave yourself.
So everything went great.
And so we did. There were a few Cards Against Humanity cards that we had to turn in because they were not appropriate for the situation. But
that's funny. They like playing board games, those guys.
Yeah, they're really good at it.
Yep. And then, what did we do yesterday, honey?
It was your birthday.
It was my birthday.
We went out to eat.
Lisa took me out to eat.
Chuck birthday.
Well, I was one of those people at the restaurant where I ordered something that wasn't exactly on the menu, but I try not to be that person. But they have this one really good dish, but it comes with Alfredo sauce. It's okay.
They don't care if you.
But it's kind of like dumping whipped cream all over your food. So I asked for a different kind of sauce, and it was really good.
Excellent.
Next time I go, I'm going to get the same thing, only I'm going to get a different kind of sauce.
Now, let's get back to the birthday. Let's get back to the birthday present and all that.
Birthday present.
I got the greatest birthday present that just happened coincidentally.
You got it early.
Mr. Dershey called me 2 days before and said, "My wife and I are going up to Wood Brothers Museum. Can you guys come meet us?" And of course, I got Lisa to.
And I said nope, because I just asked off work like Thursday and Friday, so I can't ask off Monday also.
But she did.
But I did.
And then
I got sick.
So we went up and met the Dersh and his beautiful wife.
It was a very pretty drive.
It was a gorgeous drive up at Wood Brothers Museum
in Stewart, Virginia.
So start playing the video, Dersh.
It was awesome.
Start playing the video.
All right, hang on. We'll have to.
The pictures and stuff.
Well, all the pictures I took,
he's got some too.
Merged them together.
Yeah, let me play the beginning. You have to be quiet because it's us meeting.
Yeah.
We want everybody to see that.
It's
that's important.
It's magical.
It's magical.
And after us meeting, then we can talk. All right.
It's magical. Sure, she's having a moment.
That's my brother Chuck right there. The best day of my life. Alright, there it goes. Now we can talk.
I can't believe how amazingly the same height and everything you and I are too.
Yeah.
It's funny. So you're going to see a whole lot of pictures of us meeting and us going through the museum. It's an amazing museum, isn't it?
We left out the part where they were kissing.
No, stop. So, I mean, you're going to see so many historical things in this segment here. But Dershey and I met, and he and his wife and Lisa, and we all met.
And the museum's free, so if you're ever near it, just go.
So we go through the museum, seeing every single car, touching every one of them, talking about, like on the board, we got to touch that car. And it was just amazing. And then we're in the gift shop talking to the lady in the gift shop. And she goes...
Well, first of all, you had already been there for an hour.
We had already been there for an hour.
Oh, look, there's a picture of my big old butt.
So I had to shrink the screen down a little bit to get it all in there.
Yeah.
So we're looking around, checking everything out. and it was really, really cool. I mean, if that had been the end of the
plus you
day,
met the guy, the Benny guy. You forgot about that.
Well, hold on. If that had been the end of the day, and we had gotten to speak to Benny, who was one of the builders of the cars back in the day, that would have been awesome all by itself. And then we're in the gift shop, and the lady goes, "Did you see him back there?" And we went, "Who?" She goes, "Leonard Wood." And we went, "What?" And she goes, "Oh, let me go get him out for you."
No, what she said was,
"What you talking about, Willis?"
Do you want to meet him?
And we're both like, yeah. Right?
Yeah, I really do. Do bears shit in the forest? Come on now, lady. Let's get serious here.
Well, and Dershey's like,
Well, Dershey had already been sitting there going, well, I've liked them since I was like 5 or 6 years old. And I have like 5,000 cars.
50. Right?
5,050, whatever.
No, it's closer to 80 of their cars.
Oh my gosh. So anyway.
And he's wearing the shirt.
She goes in this back room, and out comes Leonard Wood, and both Hershey and I are looking at each other like, "Is this real?"
She goes,
well, the funny thing is, when we were back there, Chuck says, "I wonder what's in that room." You can see they cut this, corner room out, or made a room out of the corner here, and Chuck's like, "I wonder what's behind there." Well, we found out, didn't we, Chuck?
That's Leonard.
That's where they keep Leonard. So we how long did we get to talk to him?
Not very long.
It seemed like it was.
It wasn't very long.
It was a while.
It wasn't.
At least 5 minutes or maybe more. But yeah,
it wasn't very long. It just seemed like a long time to you.
Including the pictures we took with him. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing. I mean.
And he touched my butt.
How did I follow up after that one?
Like I said, meeting him made Chuck and my day, and getting to touch Lisa's butt made his day. So we're good.
Grabbing or anything? He just accidentally touched it.
Sure, accidentally.
Well, he's an old guy. He needs some fun. Right?
No doubt.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm pretty sure it was accidental. But yeah, I mean, it's while we were taking pictures.
Yeah, so. He was kind of like, come over here,
Yeah. So it was absolutely an amazing day. I mean, first of all, getting to hang out with Dersh and his wife. I mean, Dersh and I have known each other for 12 years online and never met in person until now.
And then we got to discover that you could put chorizo and queso and eat it like that. That was another amazing discovery.
We went to a restaurant for some late lunch.
Maybe for you, I've been doing that forever. I love it.
There's this place
I've never heard of that before.
There's this place called Smash Burger. I don't know if they have them down there, but they have a chorizo cheeseburger they just came out with.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to try that. It's near the VA. Alright, come on, guys.
Yep. Don't do anything political on this show.
Talk about your brohood.
So, our brohood?
Your brohood.
When we met him, I had just gotten through looking in the museum at the things the car he whittled at age 14.
That's his brother.
There's Benny.
There's Benny.
And my first question for him was about his whittling of that car, because I mean, this car looks like a real car, and he whittled it out of a piece of wood.
There's a picture coming up in a second.
Right?
That car's coming up in a second.
They didn't have television. They didn't have computers. They didn't have nothing.
There's my big butt.
There's your no butt.
Well, it's a lot of body.
Hey, look! I was standing there right for a change. So, there's your most popular driver.
This is the show we don't do politics in. Our next show with Dersh and me, we do a lot of politics.
I will not be here.
Lisa will not be here.
No.
And we will not be on
YouTube.
YouTube, because YouTube doesn't like Dersh.
Philosophy? What kind of philosophy?
Philosophy, cat. So anyway, as you're seeing these pictures, these are all things that Leonard Wood created. All those small cars, not all those, but the ones in the last part you saw.
Like those, he didn't create those. Those are die-cast.
No, those are die-cast. Dersh has all
Dershey
those.
Has all of those
versions.
Dershey has all of those.
I do.
Yep.
Yep.
And the pictures of them are coming up in a second.
My favorite part was I didn't know those little things that looked like piñatas.
Yeah.
Those are the wraps off the cars of certain cars that did well, and they take them up and they wrap them up, and then they put the good parts on the outside and they save them. Yeah.
There's the car right there.
Yep.
1971 Montego.
So if you meet Leonard...
They won so many cars. There's Leonard
Yeah,
Wood.
I'm sorry I'm standing like a big dummy.
No, you're not.
Well, I am.
That was just amazing. I mean, just to meet him.
I escaped from the home.
Thanks, Audra. We had such a... It was so amazing. I mean, Durst's got his arm around Leonard Wood. I thought you were going to suck him in.
I wasn't going to let him go, dude.
Because Durst wouldn't let go?
Yeah.
I was going to pack him up and take him home with me, so...
He's really small.
Yep.
What an amazing guy, though. Absolutely a genius, a mechanical genius.
Oh, my goodness. Did you see... Was he the one that made the lawnmower?
Yeah.
Remote control lawnmower that never cut anything?
Yeah.
He made a remote control lawnmower with a... What? It had a hell of an engine on it.
I don't know, but it's never
and
cut...
It was remote control
never cut any grass.
Never cut any grass at all. He just made it and said, well, I'll park it. So Leonard Wood, if you don't know who he is, he's one of the founders of Wood Brothers Racing. They've won 99 races in their career. Oh, a video.
Yeah, I did that.
They won 99 races.
Pretty puppies and a pretty wife.
I had fun with your babies. As you
sounds...
know, I love dogs.
Yeah.
We don't do fear. I don't. Fear keeps... Kat says fear keeps coming up in the last couple of weeks.
Not here.
What is the big fear?
Not here.
Lack of beer. No.
I fear we are out of beer.
Oh, noes. So there's Dursty's collection of cars. Oh, now you're in your bedroom.
My man
Isn't that
cave,
your
yeah.
bedroom?
Man cave?
You in your man cave? That's funny. So as you can see, Dursty is a big fan of the 21.
Are our cars pointed that way too? Or they always point that way?
Well, they either go right or left usually, depending on what you're...
I know they're not straight.
Most of them point to the
That's the time we got.
Yeah.
to the
The autograph with the Wood Brothers.
No, we got the convertible one.
Oh, right.
You haven't put that up yet.
I need to do that.
Pick up
Lisa's
They're really cute and they smell good.
Yes, pretty
I
puppies.
think he sprayed them with good smelling dog spray.
Yep. So there's Lisa's car from
Oh, Durst.
and Dursty's truck.
Chuck said I should have told Leonard Wood that I had a Mustang and maybe he would have come outside and
I
signed
know.
it.
Could have signed it, yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been
I
cool.
See, when we first went in the place, we thought we had to be nice and wear the mask. Then we realized nobody in there's wearing the mask.
Well, yeah.
Nobody was.
We didn't want to kill Leonard.
Well,
Then when you saw Leonard and he didn't have one, then it was okay.
Yep. Leonard's made it to age 95. I don't think he's worried too much. Yeah?
Maybe.
I don't think so.
Maybe.
Probably not.
We've been there. Bowman Gray, we've been there.
Yeah, we've been to a lot of tracks.
I took a lot of pictures with Blaney in them. Just sorry, guys. I just did. This one man came in there and he was
Lisa
like,
has the hots for Blaine.
You got any Blaney sheet metal? And the lady was like, oh no, that's been long gone.
Yeah.
If you've seen Blaney, he's a pretty cute dude.
He is.
He's
old school though. He looks like an old man.
Yeah, well, the women love him for that.
He looks like an old man.
Yeah. And the lady in the gift shop said that they just loved it.
She's the woman that runs the museum. Thank you very much.
Well, she's been with them for about 40 years doing different things.
She was not just the lady in the gift shop.
Well, I didn't know her name, so I just said the lady in the gift shop to be nice. The broad in the gift shop.
Look it. There's the boyfriends.
That truck is too cool too.
See, Blaney.
You know, I knew that he lived on a farm and they owned the farm. I didn't know it was a tree farm until
I
don't. Is it a tree farm or did they just draw it like it looked like little kids drew that?
Well, on the other side, it was an official. The other side was a true tree farm logo.
Again, that truck had Florida tags, so I was confused. Blaney!
There's Blaney.
There's Blaney.
I I'm like you, Kat. I don't like to wear the masks, and I usually take them off. You know, funny. We went and saw Carol King's Beautiful not long ago, and everybody had to wear the mask.
They have to because
but when everybody got to their seats, everybody took off their masks.
Well, they pulled them down or whatever.
Funny.
Yeah.
So I completely get what you mean, and people taking off the masks. That's Bill Elliott's car right there.
Is that the one he signed?
Yeah.
That's the one he signed.
Yeah, it is. It's very cool. I mean, there's so much NASCAR history. If you've, in the old days, if you like NASCAR, there's so much history. There's the Daytona 500 winning car.
Luckiest man alive.
There's the remote controlled lawnmower.
I took a picture of the front of it, see?
Mm-hmm.
Has yet to cut a single blade of grass.
Bill Elliott.
That's his actual... No, that's not his actual... That's his actual signature.
There's the signature.
Yeah.
It was so fun. Darcy and I were literally like children. Yeah, well, look at me.
Yep. Darcy said, "Bend over, Chuck."
That ain't right. That's just wrong.
Joking. It's a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved all the old... They saved, like, everything, though. They had, like, Aunt Martha's ball of twine, you know? Like,
They did. It was fascinating, man. I tell you. It was absolutely fascinating.
It was very cool. It was a whole new experience, to be very honest. Yeah, it was so different.
There's Blaney's car again.
But that's not his Daytona car.
Yeah, but
that must be at the actual shop.
Daytona car? You mean his Pocono car?
I mean his Pocono car.
Because she said they used it again.
Right.
Yeah.
They should never have done that.
What? They didn't...
How
many races does Wood Brothers win? They should have kept that one.
They can afford to. Look, and
they're 99, aren't they?
You can get one free.
I think they're stuck at 99.
Yep, they're stuck at 99.
I know. I was so hoping that Blaney could get their 100 for him before he.
I was too.
Before he got. See, look, that's a wrap off a car.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, isn't it? We didn't know what the heck.
I was like, why do they have all these little pinata things?
Yeah, that was weird. We were like, what is that?
That's neat, though. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, there's the luckiest man alive.
Oh my God! Talk about a lucky dude. Wins one race in his entire career, and it's the Daytona 500. You know?
Well.
Yep.
Very cool. So, anything else you guys want to add? Because I mean, this is a big deal to us. I mean, if you guys don't watch the show regular, Dersh and I have been buddies forever, but we had never gotten to meet. So they were standing next to Ryan Blaney's car.
They're touching each other again.
Lisa wanted to go up there and hug Ryan Blaney.
They wouldn't let me touch. They wouldn't let me touch the cardboard.
They also raced in the Indy 500. If you saw that Indy car, that's a half scale of the car they actually raced at Indy.
Yeah, at Penske, they have the only cutout of a driver they have is Blaney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should sell those.
People would
take them home with them.
They
didn't have any when we were there. I would have bought one.
Oh, you definitely.
That's my car. That's my. Doesn't that a good picture?
Mm-hmm. Oh well, Dersh and I have both been fans of I've been a fan of NASCAR since 1967. And I remember that 21 car from the very beginning. And
there's the pretty doggies.
Beautiful white with red with the gold letters.
Yeah.
And it always just stood out so much.
That's my car, man. That is
Santa.
Car.
You know him.
I know him.
Now, there we are at the restaurant.
There's my car again.
Lisa has a fancy car. All right, we're back. Cool. So that's all the pictures?
That's our videos, yeah.
Very nicely.
Yeah.
That was very good. Congratulations.
Speaking of driving in circles,
yes,
we're gonna, if the weather permits, we're gonna go to Martinsville on Saturday night.
Oh, that'll be fun.
I'm gonna drive the Mustang on the track. Woo!
She's gonna lap the pace car.
No, you can't. You can't. You have to follow
the pace car.
You have to follow the pace car, but you have to maintain speed of 55. But I can't go around the corners at 55.
Sure you can.
Nope.
You'll skid your tires.
Nope.
What the heck?
Nope. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent.
Well, they won't let you anyway. You're probably gonna be doing 30.
They had
yeah.
They had a 50% off sale here at Daytona on Cyber Monday for driving the track.
For the driving
this is free. If you take a toy for a kid, you get to do it for free.
Yeah, Daytona doesn't do nothing for free.
Yeah,
I know.
Oh, you're not really doing it for free because you're giving a toy.
Yep, that's my girl Lisa France. She doesn't do nothing for free.
Doesn't do nothing at least nothing we know about for free.
Hey now.
We didn't really plan on making this show all about NASCAR, but we just had so much fun. It's really not about NASCAR, this show. It's more or less about our friendship.
And
because it's just so cool.
Who was the last person to drop something on their shirt while they were eating?
You.
That was you!
Oh, was it?
No, the first person.
Alright.
Chuck was the winner. He lasted the longest.
I'm notorious.
Yep. Always. He always drops something on his shirt.
Well, it's because I'm trying to dip my beard, and when I miss my beard, because
yep. I was the first one.
Chuck,
this is a big beard.
As we started the show off, and I'm not kidding, as much as I loved seeing Leonard Wood, my whole day was made when I met you face to face.
Me too.
I've been looking forward to that for so long.
Me too. When we were leaving, I turned to Lisa and I said, "Don't bother buying me a birthday present because you just gave me the biggest present you could have."
Oh, coincidentally, I hadn't.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to say thanks to Lisa because driving Chuck up and taking the day off so we can meet you guys is just.
You had to listen to him all the way there and all the way back.
All the way up there was in anticipation of meeting you, and all the way back it was meeting you and Leonard Woods and the museum, and I'd always wanted to go to that museum too, but it was just out in the middle of nowhere.
And plus, it's not open on the weekends.
Right.
So there's that. Yeah.
Well, I think it is during the spring and summer, but not,
maybe not often.
Yeah.
It's never open during race weekends on the weekends, which I guess makes sense. But
Cat, white shirt with pasta's true, but also if I'm wearing a dark shirt, I'll drop something white on it.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Yeah, you will.
You pick whatever color, brother. Find the opposite thing to drop on it.
Yeah, me too, brother. I'm exactly the same way.
What did I? Oh yeah, gray shirt.
For me, 99% of the time, it's the very last bite that I take. So I've made it all the way through the meal, pick up the last bite, and boop, all over my shirt. It happens every time.
It's the first one, though.
I am notorious. We were in a restaurant for my birthday last night, and I was so careful not to drop anything on my shirt because it was a really nice Mexican shirt that I had. And I got through and I went, "What? I did it!" Because it never happens.
It never happens.
That's a moment, man. That's a moment if you can make it through the whole meal.
Yeah, but it didn't nearly compare to meeting you guys last week. That was when we drove up. I saw your truck. I was like, "This is good."
Darcy's wife is very, very nice.
Yep, your wife is very, very nice.
She's a saint.
Well, the first.
Amen to that, brother. Amen to that.
She's like, I don't even like NASCAR, but we're Darcy really wants to go to this.
And she helps fund this bad habit with all those cars.
Don't say that. She does not know.
I think she did as of our visit.
Chuck, you're killing me, Chuck. Come on, man.
Oh, what are you gonna do? I think she'll still get you stuff.
Darcy found all those at a thrift shop in a box.
I found them. Yeah, they showed up.
Yeah, they were just miraculously at the side of the road.
It was
exactly
like a
the cars you always wanted.
It was like a baby in a basket. Somebody didn't know what to do with them, so they left them on Darcy's doorstep.
Yeah. Well, Amazon and eBay just, I don't know, they have these packages that just show up. I don't know how they get here. And
any other philosophical questions?
They got NASCAR stuff in them. It's just amazing.
Yeah, they were lost, and so they took them to your house so they could be adopted.
Yeah, exactly. So.
And it all happened perfectly.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's do some NASCAR news. What do you think?
Whoop, whoop.
We have 15 minutes left.
Well, in other Woods Brother news, Matty D still doesn't have a ride.
No, Matty D still doesn't have a ride.
Which, you know what? I'm not even going to go there, but...
Don't even go there.
Yeah.
If you've got a disagreement with him, it's a disagreement.
I'm over. Yeah, he kind of did. He kind of did it to himself. But
Phoenix Raceway offers first look at next-gen cars on January 25th.
Oh, but there's
they can go watch for free
in Phoenix.
Let's
go. You better start walking now. You can adopt each other out and go.
You know, when I was at Penske, Penske after being at Wood Brothers was such a letdown.
Yeah.
Of course, they're
so organized and so segmented.
They're very clean, aren't they?
It's very clean, yeah.
Clean.
It's amazing. Penske's, you know how Penske is.
That's why I bet. I bet.
That place is very regimented.
I bet Blaney was like, "Damn, I wish I could still be with Wood Brothers."
Well, you know what? The lady there, I said to her, I sure wish Blaney was with you guys, and she went, "Oh, we were the perfect match."
Yeah, I know, because old school. He's old school. They're old school.
Yep, that's what she said.
You know, their museum is in Scottsdale, Arizona, so not likely they'll ever get to see their cars. But they did have Penske. Yeah, Penske Museum's in Scottsdale,
Is that
Arizona.
where it's from?
I have no idea why it's out there.
That's weird. Maybe.
So they had a current version of the 22 and the 12 was there, but they were way over in the corner, and I had to put my face up.
Well, they hide them mostly.
Face up against the glass just to see them, but you normally see them because they have they have a walkway that you can go in and see everything.
To the bottom level.
Say that again.
Because they got the porch.
The shop or the museum?
The shop.
The shop.
No, he said the shop. Yeah, okay.
If you go up to the top, there was no glass.
You can't go up there anymore. They closed it because of COVID. It's not open anymore.
See, we were there 3 years ago.
So they glassed it all off.
Yeah.
There was only a 6-inch piece of glass that before.
COVID.
Oh, I get it, but
COVID.
The whole thing is
a distance of 60 feet.
COVID.
The whole thing is shut down now.
Direction.
Yeah.
But they had a brand new next-gen car. That, I mean, just literally just rolled off the truck sitting out there, and it was just plain white. So it looked pretty interesting, and they just started to take off the covering that they had on it. But so that's basically the only car you could really see the whole time I was there.
Two things. Dersh, do me a favor and get the link to our show up there now so that people will have a chance to hit it right before the end of the show.
Hit it.
And then, Kat, Lisa, this one applies to you.
What?
If I see a sign and it says free, I stop and look.
What do you mean?
She says the best stuff comes from the side of the road.
Absolutely, it does.
You love this. You almost
remember I should have done that, and you were like, "No, maybe it's not free." But see, there's different rules in different places. Like in North Carolina, around here, if somebody puts stuff by the road, like where their trash can would normally go, that means it's free. You don't even have to put a sign on it, unless you put a sign on it that says "for sale." And however much it is. If there's no sign on it, it's free.
Our funny thing that Lisa did, we've got a shed in the house that no one can see from the road, and we've got 2 old pool ladders. And she put free, please take.
No, somebody asked us though one time, remember? Because they were going to that auction. I know, they thought they were metal, but they're plastic.
Yeah.
So, I'm just going to throw them out by the street. Apparently, if you throw something out by the street, it's much more valuable than if it's in your yard.
Is that how that works?
I think it is.
NASCAR is expected to return to the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. An update. They've presented a letter to the mayor of Nashville with a proposal to revitalize and renovate the track. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
What is it you heard about the governor in North Carolina passed for Wilkesboro?
No, Wilkesboro got money, Rockingham got money, Charlotte got money.
Right, but the majority went to Wilkesboro and Rockingham for the renovation.
No, I don't know that for a fact. Okay. I just know that they got money.
Okay.
I don't know the actual dollar amounts at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
I was also looking into something else that was kind of sketchy.
Gotcha.
It's not political, but somebody that got money that works for the Department of Aviation.
Oh, that always happens.
And his non-profit company that he happens to own with his wife got $5 million.
That's never good.
And so I'm a little pissed off about that, and I'm trying to figure out how we can point that to somebody so they can take it back.
All right. Country star Jake Owen is going to perform at the NASCAR Awards show.
Woo! That's this week, or in a couple weekends, I think.
Big sponsorship news for Penske, by the way. Menards. Save big money at Menards. I have to do it.
Except we don't have one.
It's going to build on the Team Penske sponsorship, and they're going to sponsor both Cindric and Blaney.
That's cool.
That's great news. The only negative of it is the 21 car is going to lose some of the race's sponsorship that Menards
I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be fine.
So, there's that. Todd Gilliland is moving up to Cup for Front Row Motorsports.
Baby Onion?
Yep.
That is his dad, right?
Oh, no.
No,
Gilliland.
Gilliland.
Yeah.
Who's his dad?
Who's his dad again?
Dad Gilliland. No.
I can't remember.
Papa?
Yeah. Anyway, his father was a Cup driver too.
David.
David, yeah.
David.
Trackhouse Racing. This is really great news.
Yeah, because you said they were going to fire
many of the former Chip Ganassi Racing employees.
You said they were going to fire about half of them.
That's what I expected when that usually happens when a team merges. But they're going to keep 115 of the 130 employees that used to work.
And the other 15 were probably scrubs anyway.
Or office workers.
That's cool.
Hey, now.
I mean, if you get to double the office workers, you got to get rid of some.
They're probably not 15 office workers. It's not that hard.
Well, that's nice.
Anyway.
It's probably all the Ganassi relatives that were working there.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
And the other thing is the U.S. Air Force is returning to Richard Petty Motorsports.
Yay!
Which is cool. They've been with them for years.
What about Front Row?
Alfredo
out.
Oh, yeah, Alfredo's out, and...
but you forgot to say Alfredo is out.
Right. And Todd Gilliland isn't.
And Matty D still doesn't have a car.
And Matty D still doesn't have a ride, sadly.
Yeah. Maybe he'll be driving that UPS truck pretty soon.
Yeah.
He could show off his pecs.
Two things. First of all, Durst has got the link for the Right Side of Politics with me and him at 8 o'clock posted there. So if you want to join us for that show, please do. We do talk politics on that show.
Yeah, and remember this week we're only on Rumbles because we got suspended by YouTube for telling the
Oh, well.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't do it. I didn't report you this time.
See that sticker on the board there? I designed that.
We still have some left.
Perfected it.
Yeah.
It's only $5.
Free shipping.
And you go on eBay and you go on the account of Louise.
LAWEEZ.
Even has it up there.
I know, but just in case.
Yep. Alright, well, we got a couple of minutes left, and we might as well talk about finding things on the road and finding,
What's the best thing you ever found on the side of the road that wasn't a person?
Wow.
Probably my floor after it fell off.
Yeah? What did you do, circle back?
I don't know. I'd have to think about that. You know what? The one thing that I've found on the side of the road is one thing I've knocked off my car the most.
Yeah?
My coffee cup in the morning when I started driving off.
I've actually put my whole... So Duke has these little things for meal cards, little leather wallets.
Yeah.
But I used to put all my stuff in this one little leather wallet. You know, like half credit cards on one side and junk on the other side. And I sat it on top of my truck before I went to work one day. And I went around the corner and I saw it flying off the truck. So I knew that I had lost it at least. So I circled back and I found it in a ditch.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The Rumble Link is it's not started yet. Once we start, the Rumble Link will come up. I just clicked on it to make sure.
Yeah,
it'll actually work.
Right, it'll start automatically. That's like 8:29 or yeah.
Have you ever found, like, some food on the side of the road? Say it was, like, totally frozen in a box, looked perfect or whatever. Would you eat it or not eat it?
No way, I would eat it.
I mean, if I found a bunch of them that fall off a truck, I might take one then.
Yeah, like what if you saw it fall off the truck?
That would be different. If it's...
And you couldn't catch the truck to give it back.
I'd rather do that with a
No, you don't get to pick.
I know, with a money car.
Yeah.
And the back
No,
opens up and all the money falls out.
No, you don't get to pick.
That would be.
I'm saying, like, say you were behind a semi or whatever.
Yeah.
And it said, like, you know, Kroger on it, whatever, and a bunch of food fell out, and you picked it up, and you couldn't find them, and they couldn't call them, and nobody called you back, and it was all frozen, and so you knew it was
if it was
legit.
like off a food truck, sure.
I think I'd donate it. Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You know, I was thinking about your thing about what you'd found on the side of the road, and I think in my younger days, I probably found a chair or a couch or something like that.
I found when I was out, so when my kids played soccer and I had to hang out with them while they were training or practicing or whatever.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a game I wanted to watch, so I'd walk a lot. This was like 20 years ago.
Right.
I would walk a lot if I knew the neighborhood. I'd just walk all over the place. And I was out North Raleigh somewhere in the middle of nowhere, walking around, and I saw something shiny, and I picked it up, and it was a diamond and aquamarine and gold bracelet.
Ooh.
And it was like out. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
And somebody was like, well, why didn't you turn it in? I'm like, first of all, who am I going to turn it into? Right. It was in a big pile of dirt.
Right. National Forest. Turn it on National Forest.
It was before, it was before Facebook.
Yeah.
It was before Craigslist. It was, who was I going to tell that I found it? Somebody was going to be like, oh, yeah, that's mine.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if I had seen somebody that said I lost this bracelet,
and described
I would give it back.
Yeah.
But it was like all mashed up into the dirt.
Yeah.
So I took it home, cleaned it up, and it's pretty, and I like it, and I still have it.
Excellent.
I think the only things I've ever found on the side of the roads back when I was, at high school is, Coke bottles, because you used to be able to turn them in
and
get money, and that's how I filled my gas tank of my motorcycle. And Coke bottles, but Lisa said it couldn't be a person, but literally the best thing I ever found on the side of the road was my best friend in high school. I had just moved to Central Florida, and I was driving home and saw a guy had golf clubs, and he was walking home, so I pulled over and asked him if he needed a ride home. I took him home, and school started about a week later, and sure enough, he was in my first class, and we were best friends ever since until he passed away this year.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep in touch with my best friend from high school, Dave. I texted him.
He called you Chuckles.
He called me Chuckles. I said, Happy Thanksgiving. He goes, Happy Thanksgiving, Chuckles.
Is Dave here?
And I think you must have gotten that from your sister.
Yeah.
Dave's not here?
Dave's not
here. He's in, where does he live?
Dave's
Virginia?
in Virginia. He's up near Tyson's Corner, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's up in Northern Virginia.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. What else you want to cover? We got 3 minutes left. You didn't do any questions. Can you do how many questions?
Let's not. Save it for next week.
All right, save them. All right.
Can you tell I gotta pee?
Oh, do you have to go?
I do.
Lisa gotta go to the wee chat room.
Hey, that was another thing at the Wood Brothers. We all got to use the wee chat room.
All right, I got one quick story for you I just found then. Muscle Car Cinderella story. Son surprises dad with 68 GTO he restored 29 years ago. Woo. In 1992, his father bought a 68 GTO from a local man. Over the next 2 years, he built did a frame-up restoration. After having kid number 5, he decided to sell the car and finish the basement.
You think? So they could put all the kids in the basement, right?
No kidding. So in 2019, 20 years after he sold the car, the son decided to look for the car. He dug up pictures of it to find the old license plate, sent them to a few cop friends, see if anything would turn up. Months later, mother was able to pick up the receipt with the VIN, and he hired a private investigator to find the car. After months, he joined Pontiac and GTO pages, where he posted pictures of the car and all that. He finally posted a few more to Facebook pages after a day or two. I was told to Google the VIN. We're not sure what changed, but this time when I Googled the VIN, a single search came up. It was registered in the country of Denmark.
What?
Matching the VIN in the description. Next morning, we woke up to a picture of the car and a video of the car in an inbox from a man named Martin. He said he knew the owner. He got in touch with the owner and translated, seeing he didn't speak English. The owner was excited to hear the story, but not willing to part with the car. In January of 2021, the guy Martin reached out to him, informed him that the owner of the car was in a tragic accident. Oh no! And he lost his life. 4 months later, the owner's daughter and widow reached out to him, willing to sell the car. His uncle and his father's best friend, also his father's cousin, pitched in to foot the bill to get the car back without the father knowing. And they surprised him on Memorial Day of 2021.
Very nice.
How cool is that?
You know what I say?
What?
Chop, chop.
What do you got to say about that, Dersh?
Get off my lawn!
Alright, I gotta go. Love you guys.
Alright, Lisa's gone.
And guess what, everybody? Dersh is a real person. He's not imaginary.
Nope, he's not imaginary. He's my bud. Alright, well, you're gonna get more of Dersh and me in a half an hour.
Bye, Lisa.
Bye, Lisa.
Bye.
We're gonna do the right side of politics. You've got a link up there, so click on it so that you can join us. And we will see you back in a half an hour. We will be back on this show next week, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and we'll do our best to be on time. Hopefully. We never know. We never know.
Yep. Never works for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
Yep. Love you, Dersh. See you in a half an hour, man. See you guys next week. Thank you for joining us very much. We really appreciate it.
Yes, we do. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week, I hope.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.